Hey y'all, it's Voluptuously Skinny, and I'm here with my post-op week 119 update. I was just looking at the picture on my last video, and I looked like I had a chinchilla wrapped around my neck or something. But I'm gonna tell y'all, the pajama set was truly comfortable. So my stats. I began this journey at 370 pounds. Which was in July of 2015, and I ended up losing 40 pounds, had my surgery on 9/16/2015, and at that time I was 326.9. Today I am 148.8, so it's the same as last week. I'm in my maintenance, I'm in my good level, and so I'm not trying to gain or lose or anything like that. So I'm just trying to stay within my little space, and so I'm maintaining. As far as my nutrients are concerned, my protein last week was on average about 83 grams per day, and that was a little bit, just a slight increase from the week before, which was 80. My carbs were about I think they were 285 or 289 this week on average. So my carbs are still pretty high. I still run every day, and I burn probably about 500 calories or so running. So want to make sure that my carbs are still up. They could probably be lower, especially they could probably be okay the same, but they could probably be better carbs. Not gonna lie about that. I'm still baking, I'm still doing some things, but still making sure that I'm using my Habit app, and still making sure that I get a protein shake in every day, and making sure that I watch those calories. That's the biggest thing that I do, is watch the calories and make sure that I get in my protein, and I'm taking my vitamins every day still. I'm still taking a multivitamin and a calcium. The only thing that I'm not taking is, I don't take an iron pill, and I don't take a B12 daily. The last time I took a B12 was probably, honestly, February or March of last year. I was told when I was having those episodes of low heart rate, which I still have them, and a lot of it is due to the running. I still get a little concerned because it really goes low. The other day, Dion and I were playing around with my stethoscope, and I was listening to his heart rate, and of course it was just this da-doom, 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 da-doom. And then I was listening to my heart rate, and I let him listen, and my heart rate was kind of like doom, doom. I mean, it was like 35 beats per minute. Literally, it was around 35 beats per minute, so it was super slow. So sometimes it still concerns me, but it's okay. I'm not too worried about it. I think that I'm moving around fine, adjusting fine. So, but I haven't taken B12 since then, when they told me that it was off the chart levels and that I should probably stop taking it. So I feel like I'm absorbing B12 just fine. Recently, though, I have had some issues with sleeping and nightmares. Yeah, weird. And I'm not sure what that is related to, but just probably some anxiety, because I have been feeling a little anxious still. And but I don't know, for the most part. But I've thought about taking some B12. I don't feel like I don't have energy, but my sleep pattern is off, or maybe some melatonin or something. I don't know. I don't know what to take. Maybe some vitamin D. I don't know, but it's just weird. I've always had a few issues with sleeping because of pain, but not where I've just had major insomnia, and then when I do fall asleep, nightmares. That is totally a new beast that I ain't even really trying to tread those waters. I don't even want to go there. So we'll actually be talking to my therapist about that when I go to her in another week or two. But eating is fine. Exercising is fine. I'm still nursing this groin injury. It is getting better and better daily. Finally got out this week and actually ran with my girls that I usually run with on Tuesdays. I ran with them on Sunday and then this morning actually. And so that was nice just to be out with the group. The support groups, I usually go to 2 support groups a month. And this month, I was just really trying to talk myself into going to the major one, the big one that's like 200 people. But I talked myself into going, but I really talked myself into going too late because once I got on the road, the traffic was so bad that was irritating me. And I just ended up turning around and going home because it would have taken me too long to get there. It's probably about a 35 minute drive from my house. It's in another little town outside of Tulsa. So I just decided not to go. But that following support group on yesterday, it's right in town. It's like less than 5 minutes from my house. So I could literally run to that if the weather was nice. And I may do that someday in the summer or something maybe. But I did go to that one. And it's a smaller, more intimate group. A lot of times there's maybe 10 or 15 people there. I don't think there's ever been over 20 people, and that may be pushing it. It may not have been ever over 15, but that is a really nice group. And I was the guest speaker last night, so I definitely went into that one and just talked about my journey and also talked about some of the difficulties I had and why it's important to see a therapist, because there was one young lady there who she was having some difficulties with her previous surgery, and I told her it is not uncommon. I mean, y'all that are watching, y'all know that it's not uncommon. Even with the surgeries that we have, we still struggle from day to day. And just shared with her my own journey and how I had to go and seek therapy, because I'm still a major emotional eater, if y'all haven't been able to tell. I'm still an emotional eater, and I still fall victim to it. I was eating popcorn yesterday for several reasons. One was to try and get some fiber in, because I was trying to debate on whether to take a mag citrate or eat some fiber or take a laxative or something, because I've been dealing with some constipation. Not even sure where that's coming from, but was dealing with some constipation. And then it was hurting me so bad that I was having difficulty eating. Excuse me. And when I was having difficulty eating, I would get full fast, or my stomach would bloat like no other. And it would be so painful, so very painful. And then I was passing gas like crazy, y'all. I'm just really putting it out there today. And it was horrible. It just was horrible. And Dion even said one day, he was like, man, your gas feel like, it sound like it hurts you. And I said, it does. It hurts. My stomach hurts. I even had to go old school one day and go and get some baking soda out of the refrigerator and take a spoonful of it and chase it with some water, because my stomach hurt that bad. That gas was horrid. So been dealing with that. And this morning, just all of a sudden, and I think it was because I had some broccoli and stuff yesterday, and I had a lot of popcorn. And so I think it was because of that I finally went this morning. And I probably dropped 2 pounds, because I've been right at that 50 mark or right above. In fact, one morning I got up and I weighed like 152, 153 pounds. And I was like, man, I got to release some of this stuff, because I know that my eating is not horrible by any means. It's not the best, but it's not horrible by any means. And I know that I'm maintaining an even kill level as far as my calories are concerned, and as far as my running and stuff is concerned, my exercise. So I knew that it had to be, just because of the way I felt, I knew that it was part of that constipation. And so, as you can see, I'm back down to 148. So, but I went ahead even after that I went ahead and decided, let me go ahead and do the mag citrate. That way I can clean everything out really good and can kind of start from a clean slate. So today I have eaten a little popcorn, and right now I'm finishing up my protein shake, because I still do protein shakes every day, you guys. I still do protein shake. That is really the only way that I can get up to that 85 to 100 or more. In fact, I was looking at some old nutrition guidelines that my nutritionist set it for me, and somehow I on my own have told myself I was supposed to be getting 80 to 100. She had told me 100 to 125. So I'm still not getting up to what she had told me for the level that I'm running, but I'm not running at that marathon level either right now. So I probably am doing okay with that. And I'll have to go back at some point and just see, let's see if she'll measure me to see where I am. I may call her and see that. So I think I may have told you guys, I don't know if I'd share this with you, but I'll make sure that I include a picture. But I finished my vision board, and I'll put it up. I finished my vision board, and I have my MCAT. Well, focus is my word. Salah was my word last year, which means to stop and to reflect. And so now I want to stop. I'm reflecting, but I need to do some laser-like focus on getting my phlebotomy certificate done and my MCAT testing done, so that I can apply for medical school. And I need to study. So I've been using my Habit Bull app and have set a goal to study every day. Right now I'm starting at 4 hours, and then I want to increase it until I am studying for the full day. But right now it's hard to focus, and I'm just trying to get back into what I'm trying to do is to shift my focus. And I think I may have said this last time, I don't know, but I really want to shift my focus off of all the issues that I dealt with last year. I still have yet to even get a judgment on that. And even when I go to the mailbox, I'm scared to open the mailbox. I'm peeking through the mail even before I pull it out of the mailbox, because it's like, if I see the letter from the Oklahoma Healthcare Authority, then I'm just going to probably leave it in there until somebody gets home and can get it and touch it. I don't know. I'm just freaking out about that. And so I just feel like it's time. It's been over a month since that last appeal. And so I'm trying to not focus so much on that. And so that's one of the reasons why I just dived in to signing up for the MCAT and signing up for my phlebotomy certificate. It may have been a stupid thing to do, but I did it anyway, just because I felt like I just wanted to. My desire is to refocus my life. I'm getting ready to be 45 this year, so I may have lived half my life already, and I don't want to live, the probability is that I have lived half of my life already. And I don't want to, I'm just so tired of focusing on this whole situation with my, with the breast. I just am so tired of it. And I have so many goals and so many things that I feel like are the will of God for my life, that I really want to focus on them. And so I just felt like I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to sign up for them and pray to God that I'm not wasting my money and just go for it. So far, every day this week, I have been doing something that takes me one step closer. And even if I get interrupted, or even if I don't do it the way that my perfect self would do it, because I am a perfectionist, even if I don't do it that way, I'm learning to live with that and to be okay with that. That's one of the things this year that I want to just go with, is learning to love my imperfect self in every way. even when I don't do things perfectly, I still want to love myself, and I still want to be happy and grateful for the things that I have accomplished for that day. It's just time out for beating yourself up anymore. It really is. Especially, it's time for me to stop beating myself up, stop having regrets about anything. So anyway, dang, that time gets away from me so quickly. It's already 15 minutes and I'm not making a 20 or 30 minute video today. Just not gonna do it. But that's where I am with that. And y'all just pray for me. The phlebotomy test is already coming up. It's next week on Thursday, and so I'll actually update before I take it. But I think I'm getting closer and closer there. I've been taking these practice exams, so I know the areas where I need to work more on. And I've taken 2 practice exams so far, and both of them have said the same thing. I took the first one, then I went and studied the area that I was weak in. Then I took the second one, which was really different from the first one, but that same area was a weak area. So I'm just going to go and really hone in on that information. And then as far as my MCAT, right now I'm looking at my MCAT study plan so that I can try and, because it's less than 12 weeks away. And usually at bare minimum, you need 12 weeks to study. And so I'm going to really be pouring myself into that fully. And my goal is to get up to 8 to 10 hour days of studying if I can. But like I said, I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't get to it. But I'm going to do my best to try and reach that goal. So anyway, I love y'all. I'm going to get off of here. Y'all keep praying for me. I'm going to always continue to pray for you. I love y'all. And just keep doing what y'all doing. Happy New Year. Keep reaching for your goals. Keep striving. You don't have to be perfect. There's nothing that we can do to be perfect. But let's just, we can practice perfection. Is what we can do. We can practice perfection, and somewhere along the way, whatever the things that we practice are going to start to be more commonplace. So that's my thing. That's what I'm doing. I am wanting to continue to be a mentor, continue to be a volunteer. My goal is to make sure that things that are coming out of my mouth are edifying people's spirit. They're edifying, and they're glorifying God. So even towards my sons, when I said that I was fussing and cussing at them, I am, that's my thing. If it's not building them up, if it's not edifying them, then I apologize, and I forgive myself for doing it, because it's a work in progress. I apologize and I keep on going. I'm not going to beat myself up for it. Even recently, I'm sorry, I'm still talking. Even recently, Doc got a new job, and I kept thinking, oh, well, I need to, be baby steps, for him to take over some things and to help out at the house, because I haven't been able to work. And I was beating myself up like I was taking advantage of him or something. And I'm like, I'm not taking advantage of him. He's 20 years old. He decided he wasn't going to school, that he wanted to find a job. He doesn't pay any rent. He doesn't pay anything. I'm not asking him to, not expecting him to. But him being able to help, and him being able to pay his own doctor bill now that he's working is not unreasonable. So I decided I'm not beating myself up over it. I can look, our accounts are shared. We can see in each other's accounts. And when I see him buying PayPal, PlayStation stuff, and chips and dip at Walmart and all that stuff, hey, you can pay for your own stuff. I'm not going to feel guilty about it. And I'm just going to keep on keeping on. So anyway, I love y'all. I'm praying for y'all. Y'all keep praying for me. Peace out, babies. Mwah.